Acting new, bitches lined up by my room. I be walking on the moon.
Do you need MT? If you do, make sure you go to mtstacks.com and make sure you use code BLAZE to get 5% off any of your orders. Hey, it's Blaze, and today, we got a MyTEAM video for you guys today, man. In case you're new to the channel, drop a like and subscribe down below if you are new, man. Make sure you comment below about how excited are you for NBA 2K21, and also what's your favorite game mode thus far, MyTEAM or My Career? Make sure you let me know in comments down below. I am genuinely curious to see what you guys are most hyped about this year. Now, in case you guys missed my previous park tips video, I clearly specified that I am not uploading My Career yet, because we are waiting to see what the best badges are throughout the year. Alright, we're waiting for the best badges and the best builds that we're going to be able to see, right? So, for example, everybody right now is in My Career, alright? They're sweating, they're grinding all of these badges, and they are going to be our test dummies to see what the best attributes are for specific things. For example, is a 95 post hook really required? Is a 80 post fade really required? Is a 93 really required to hit threes consistently with maxed out shooting badges? So there's a lot of different factors that we still have yet to discover, hence why we're waiting a few days. We're gonna chill. Alright, we're gonna play some MyTEAM. We're gonna chill back and we're just gonna wait. Alright, anyways, y'all, let's go and get to the video, man. So if you play MyTEAM and you're experienced, you do know that there's different token rewards. And as an experienced MyTEAM and My Career and 2K League analyst, that's got nothing to do with MyTEAM. I don't even know why I mentioned that, but we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you what the best cards are that you are gonna be able to get. Obviously, as we get into higher tiers, there'll be more cards that we're gonna go over, but we are first gonna be starting with Emerald tier, right? So in Emerald tier, there's 3 cards that are, you know, they're decent, right? These are Emerald cards. They're gonna be very like role playing, but they're gonna be elite at certain things and not so good at certain other things, right? So first of all, as you guys probably all know already, this Emerald Klay Thompson is actually a pretty nice card. He does have a Ruby version as well, but he can shoot 3, he can play defense, he's got strong perimeter, he's got decent speed. For an Emerald, keep in mind, he's gonna catch and shoot, he gets silver shooting badges, and he gets bronze defensive and bronze shooting badges as well. The next one is gonna be Myers Leonard. Hence, he's a 7-foot power forward, so he's gonna have a height advantage on everybody except for like Serge Ibaka or KCP, Kristaps, or anything of that nature. But he has an 83 3 ball, right? He has an 80 standing dunk. His defensive stats are decent. Remember, he's 7 feet tall, so he's going to get more animations even though his ratings are not there properly. He does have 65 strengths, kind of one of his downfalls, but offensively, 3 and D or 3 in rebounds type of player. The height mismatch as well is something to take into consideration. And yep. And then the last one we're going to go over is going to be Isaac Austin, right? So this guy, he is only good at one thing, all right, which is post scoring. Okay, he's got go back down punisher. He is good at abusing mismatches, right? So this is a good card for AIs. In case you're playing against a team that has a weak power forward at the weak AI at the power forward position. For example, let's say the Heat, right? Most of the time they run Kelly, or they were on like Derek Johnson, Derek Jones Jr. I might be saying Derek Jones Jr. at power forward. So this type of guy he can run. He has an 82 post hook. He has go back down punisher. He's got decent finishing stats. He's got great block, great interior defense, decent rebounding stats. So overall, a very solid card. Next tier we are going to be getting into is going to be Sapphire tier. Now the first card I'm gonna go over is gonna be a great offensive guy. I almost said build. Been recording way too many build videos, but it's gonna be Avery Johnson. All right, so it's the type of guy where it's a Ticino like build. 5'10", 88 driving layup, has a 78 mid range. Also has 88 ball control, 88 passing IQ, more like a CP3 Ticino like mesh blend. Has 83 steal, 82 perimeter defense, 86 speed, 91 speed of a ball. Be elite for fast breaks, especially when working in those 1-on-2s. Bonzi Wells, right? So this is a great 3-and-D guy. He is 6'5" at shooting guard, has a 78-3, 85 driving dunk, 70 ball control, so he can work out a little bit. Remember, these are Sapphires, by the way, Sapphire cards. He has great interior defense and great perimeter defense. So like now where people are not able to shoot as much, interior defense is a lot more important than perimeter defense, because remember, they're going to be trying to force it inside a lot. So at the 1 through 5, make sure you're prioritizing interior defense over perimeter defense. All right, so yeah, 78 speed, 74 excel, 89 vertical, 90 stamina, 95 hustle, and 80 lateral quickness, along with 70 power reception. And he does have, 6 gold badges. He's got silver defensive intimidator. If you end up putting clamps on this card, be very, very solid for you, especially that 72 interior defense on a Sapphire shooting guard. Very, very rare find, unless you go with a card like Iggy or something like that, right? The next card we're gonna be going into is gonna be Byron Russell, right? So this is gonna be like a like a tall, cheesy guy, right? Very similar to the can't remember, is the Cam Reddish. Yeah, Cam Reddish. So very similar to Cam Reddish, 6'8" shooting guard. He has a solid 3-point. He can dunk as well. He's got 75 ball control, being 6'8". His interior defense could be better, but you gotta remember, he's 6'8", so he's gonna get a lot of cheesy animations down there. 74 speed. He does get 84 lateral quickness as well. So one of the issues I can see here is that speed with ball. So even though he does have a decent dunking stat, he will be very slow getting to the rim. But 85 consistency across the board, offense and defense, be very, very solid for you. He also gets a 98 shot IQ as well. Different badges. He gets gold catch and shoot badges. He gets silver clamps, silver green machine. So he gets a lot of solid shooting badges. If you upgrade him a little bit, he could pay off in the long run, especially with MyTEAM Limited. But I still think that you'll be able to find better options as more cards get released with more progressive badges, so you have to put MT into them, right? Next card we're going to go into is going to be Kendall Gill. Kendall Gill, he's a 6'5" shooting guard. He does have 77-3, 90 driving dunk, 75 ball control, has 78 perimeter, 79 steal, 79 speed, 79 speed of ball, 78 excel, 85 vertical, 80 lateral quickness. And then for the badges, he has a lot of gold badges. Gold pick dodger, very important. He has stay shear, pickpocket, corner specialist, catch and shoot, tower scorer. He gets clamps, clutch shooter, deadeye, and bronze range extender. Very crucial for you. You don't have to worry about constantly being on the perimeter. You kind of be a little bit outside, and obviously not too much because it's only bronze. But if you upgrade that a little bit, then you put 1 bronze range extender, that's silver. All right, and that's probably gonna be a lot cheaper because you're not trying to do it 2 times to get silver, right? So you're going bronze silver instead of going from nothing to silver. And he also already comes with a lot of great shooting badges and silver clamps to go along with it as well. And then the last one, which is personally my favorite, is going to be Tom Sanders. All right, he's a 6'6" small forward, but he is a defensive beast. Now you gotta keep in mind, this is gonna be situational, right? So this is a great AI domination type of player. Also, he's gonna be a very good guy to kind of sneak in and see if other opponents recognize it's Tom Sanders and recognize he's not able to shoot 3-ball. He's not that much of a known player, so I don't think people are gonna know that he can't shoot. So you can capitalize off that for a little bit until they realize that you can't shoot with him. But a good guy kind of just throw in and take action while he's there, right? So he has an 82 driving dunk, has 70 block, and 61 perimeter defense, and then 95 interior defense, right? So you're facing like a Giannis card or something like that, or someone's very, very heavy inside. You can throw him out there, throw an opponent off, and make him think that, oh, I got height mismatch, I can abuse this. But in reality, it's Tom Sanders, right? 68 speed, 97 in hustle, has 85 pass perception, 89 strength, which is very important guarding those inside bigs. He does get putback box. He gets gold pogo stick. Pogo stick's very OP this year, as it is every year. Post move, lockdown tower, spinner, trapper, pick and roller, rim protector, and silver clams, defensive leader, interceptor, intimidator, because the finisher, contact finisher, like silver pro touch, very OP card, man. That's going to conclude the Sapphires for Sapphire cards. And then we're going to go into Ruby. Okay, so next Ruby we're going to be going into is going to be Herb Williams. He is a 6'11" power forward. Let's go look at his stats for you. So he's a very strong post guy. Only thing that he has not going for him, and he's not able to shoot, and he's not the fastest card out there available, right? But very great post big, KG like. Very Shaq like, as Karma like. 95 stand dunks, very elite. 88 block, 87 interior. Only thing is that speed. He's 60 speed and 43 acceleration, which is, he's gonna play like he has 50 speed, right? But you know, if you're looking for a guy to come in and get a guaranteed bucket on a mismatch, this is gonna be your type of guy with that 95 standing dunk and gold deep hooks, back down punisher. Does he get pro touch though? Yeah, if you end up getting like gold pro touch on him as well for those post hooks, be, you know, borderline elite for you. All right, next guy we're gonna go into is going to be Kerry Kittles. Kerry Kittles. I'm pretty sure it's Kittle, but it looks like Kittles. Anyway, so 6'5" shooting guard. He has an 87 3 ball. He can dunk the ball a little bit. He can craze on shot a little bit. 7-8 ball control. He gets 80 steal, 80 perimeter defense, 75 speed, and it's kind of where it drops off there. But this is definitely a guy that can come in, kind of play a certain role for you as more just like 3 and D. Not really 3 and D, more like this 3 and then like hold his own most of the time, right? Obviously, drive inside with him is gonna be different, but you know, he gets bronze clamps in there as well, so he does get some defensive badges. He does get some love in there. He also gets gold pick dodger as well. You love to see that. Next one we're going into is going to be Paul Presley, right? Paul Presley. He has a 72 3, 90 driving dunk, 78 ball control. He does get 90 perimeter defense and 67 interior, which is pretty good for a shooting guard. The only thing is he's not that fast, but he does have 90 lateral quickness. But with acceleration being low, he's going to play like he has an 84, 85 lateral quickness. You go to badges. He has a crap ton of gold badges. He does get 4 silvers as well, and he does get 3 bronze, a 4 general, kind of throw in there and kind of surprise you a little bit too. Definition of 3 and D, fantastic for fast breaks as well. But someone else who's also great at fast breaks is going to be Reggie Williams. 85 driving dunk, 83 point, definitely a stronger shooter than Paul Presley, but not as good defensively, right? But he's faster as well. He's faster as well, but he doesn't have that lateral quickness that Paul Presley has, but his speed and acceleration is a lot better. And the last guy we're going to go over is going to be KC Jones. Now this is going to be like a budget a budget Galaxy Opal Gus Williams from 2K20, if you do remember that. He has, you know, a decent layup. He can't shoot, but that's why I say AI, right? Make sure you're against the AI. This is going to be a very elite guy for you. 90 steal, 9 pretty, 66 interior defense, being 6'1". That's pretty damn good. 89 speed of ball, 89 acceleration, and 94 lateral quickness. Very fast guy, right? Obviously, he's going to get a lot of gold defensive badges, some playmaking, but not that much shooting because it's KC Jones. All right, next we are going to be going into amethyst cards, right? So the first one we're going over is going to be Dave the Boost a Cheer. I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but you know, hey, this is so with him specifically. If you know this guy, you're probably wondering like, huh, why? This is the type of guy you can throw on a small forward, and if there's a small forward mismatch in regards to like someone who doesn't have the best interior defender at small forward, this type of guy can throw in there and he's gonna whoop some ass, right? He's a great defensive player as well. He gets clamps and also interior defensive badges. He can shoot the rock. He can work the post. He can dunk the ball, standing or driving. He's got great block, great steal, great interior defense. Definitely a guy you can throw in, kind of surprise your opponent a little bit. Speed can use some work, but if you throw a shoe and a coach on him, it's gonna be about 75, 76, right? Path perception, borderline elite as well. Next card we're gonna go into is going to be Eddie Johnson, 6'7", taller shooting guard. Pretty self-explanatory. 3-and-D and fast breaks is kind of like what he's very good at. A lot of guards like that too. In this reward section is a lot of 3-and-D fast break like guards. But only difference is that he has an 80 ball control now. So the higher you go, the more ball control you're getting on these taller shooting guards. He has an 83 point, A drive and dunk. Decent perimeter defense, speed high, acceleration high, speed of ball higher, 81-hour quickness, and then obviously expected. He gets a lot of gold and defensive gold badges at silver and mixed in with gold. Only things that he does not get clamps, so keep that in mind. Next one we're going to go over is going to be Joe Smith, 6'10", small forward. If you basically want to run Ben Simmons, except he's not as good inside, but he has a better three-point shot, this might be your guy for you, right? So he has 8 interior defense, 65 perimeter defense, so he's stronger inside, he's on outside. In this type of year, small forward, you want someone who's very strong at inside the paint. Defensively, 73 speed at 6'10" as well, 65 quick, 90 hustle. Okay, obviously not the best of the best card, but when you consider the cards that are in here, he's going to be able to come in there and fill in a role for you. Next one we're going to go over is going to be PJ Brown. I think this is a very overlooked card. PJ Brown always has great tendencies year to year. Tendencies means like how he plays his AI, and when you only control one player on the court at a time, tendencies mean a lot. Obviously he doesn't have a 3-ball, so you can run 5 out. Remember, you have to cater to him on this. He has a 95 standing dunk, 79 driving dunk. Does not get post stats. He's very, very good role playing big. It's 90 interior, 75 block, great rebounding stats. He has 86 strength, 63 speed, which is pretty good when you consider he is 7'1". He's got ping and power, post spin, break, start, velocity, finisher, rim protector. A very good role playing big. He gets pokes against silver, back down punisher. Gets very solid, but more like like a little budget like Shaq, or even better, depending on what type of Shaq we're talking about, right? Next one we're going over is going to be Sam Perkins. Very undersized at 6'9", power forward, but a very solid guy. Basically like the Zion Williamson running in at power forward, except taller. And obviously, same amount of tendencies. He can dunk. He can shoot a 3-ball at elite for 87, which is great at this stage. 78 block. His 54 perimeter, 84 interior. Great rebounding stats. Strength 86. And then a lot of quickness is super low, but he look at all the badges he gets, dog. He gets shooting badges, post badges, defensive badges, rebounding badge, everything except for range extender, which is like a 3-point shooting badge, right? And then the last one is going to be World Be Free. This is by far the best amethyst card in this section. He's 6'2", but he can dunk. He can do a layup. He can lay up very well. Has a solid 3-ball, like elite 3-ball. Solid free throw even. Only issue is perimeter defense, but if you know how to hide defenders, not gonna be a very big issue for you. Isn't too fast, but with badge and coach, it won't be a problem, right? 92 vertical as well. And awesome when he goes to badges. He's got tireless shooter and volume shooter, so you'll go for a main score. This is definitely gonna be like an MVP D Rose type build until they release an actual MVP D Rose. But yep, that includes amethyst, and now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go into diamond. So the first one we're gonna go over is going to be Al Horford. Al Horford playing at power forward. Definitely, my only issue is that his jumper his if they change his jumper on this card, he's gonna be solid. But if they keep the same jumper on this card, do not get him, because he's gonna have an 83, right? He has 85 standing dunk, 75 driving dunk. Defensively, great. Defensively, great. Rebounds, great. Only thing is speed, but he does have 90 strength, so you're not gonna bully him in the paint. So definitely a very situational big, but definitely, you know, a very decent card. Next one's gonna be Billy Cunningham at 6'6", similar to Dave at the amethyst level. Sorry, my nose itched me. Okay, you know, same thing as Dave at the amethyst level. Someone he can throw in, he can abuse mismatches. He's a great finisher at the rim. I'm assuming he has some great contact dunk packages. He can guard both the perimeter and interior, but when you consider a small forward at a diamond card, that's going to be expected, right? Great rebounding stats, speed's there, lateral quickness is kind of there, not really, but it will get by, right? It's not going to be abused. It will get by. A lot of finishing badges, some shooting badges, some defensive, but definitely someone that's gonna be great for fast breaks going forward. Next card is going to be Fat Lever, top 2 diamond card here. His rating is a 93 overall, borderline pink diamond. When you look at the badges, if you do increase the badges quite a bit, he already has gold clamps, he has gold defensive, gold playmaking, and then gold finishing badges as well. Then he gets silver shooting badges at the same time, and then bronze, he kind of rolls out from there, right? Great layup, great 3, great ball control at 90, very strong. 95 steal, 92 perimeter defense, similar to like that Gus Williams type of Onyx, like Galaxy Opal Gus Williams kind of like budget card. Very fast, very strong for fast breaks, but he can also come in there and create his own shots. He can facilitate as well. Then the next one is going to be one of my favorites. This card specifically, Mark Aguirre, right? Mark Aguirre is going to be very underrated, specifically for this reason. He's a 6'6" power forward. Okay, I'm biased though because I'm more of like a post inside, like a post and defensive fast break type of guy. I love strong, consistent 2s, and then I force you to make bad reads on defense, and I capitalize, and I'm still scoring consistent 2s, slowly but consistently breaking away at the lead, or increasing my lead per se, right? Elite post stats. 92 driving layup. He can shoot the 3 ball at a 77. Great mid-range, great driving stats, 79 ball control. So if you want 5 out and you want to kind of mix things up with him, you can do that as well. He has both interior and perimeter elite defense, and then he has solid rebounding stats, 81 speed, so you're not going to be like abusing him. He has 88 strength. And this type of guy, you kind of run in and force, you know, matchups to be switched. Then once they're switched, you can just play back and forth between a weaker matchup and just keep running it at that. Only thing is that he doesn't really have many badges. So if you take your time and you invest badges into this card, it will pay off in the long run, right? So he has no defensive badge. Of him being a diamond card, he's gonna have a lot of room to add badges. Imagine gold clamps. Just imagine fancy footwork, pro touch, deep hooks, intimidator, interceptor, rebound chaser. If you invest badges into this card, it'll be by far be the best diamond in the set, and potentially better than half of the pink diamonds at the next tier, right? And then also next one will be Lewis Reed. He's only going to be a good card for you if you run him at center, because you'll be able to have a very fast pick and roll game. The reason I have to run him center is because he can't shoot a 3-ball, but he has great finishing stats. Sort of like a budget Galaxy Opal Dwight Howard. 94 block, 78 steal, 95 interior defense, 73 speed. Excel is up there as well. 85 vertical, 92 strength. Not gonna be getting abused. The only thing that worries me is that lateral quickness. So you're gonna have to remember to user him quite a bit to make up for that, because if AI controls him, that lateral quickness, he will get burnt out quite a bit. But if his tendencies, it will make up for it. right? He gets great badges, great inside out. He gets great outside mid-range badges as well. Pick and roll, very pick and roll and defensive and offensive based. And now we're gonna go to Pink Diamond. First card goers be Jermaine O'Neal. Very similar to Mark Aguirre. If you put some time into him, he's gonna be a very elite for you. He has a decent 3-ball, great post stats, great standing dunk stats. Only thing, he has no perimeter defense, so that's a concern. But him being power forward, unless you run to like a KD or a 3-point shooting Giannis at the 4, you'll be okay. Right, so you have 64 perimeter defense, 87 tier defense, fantastic, perfect rebounding stats, especially at this level of the game. 87 strength, pass perception up there. Next is gonna be Bernard King. He's a 6'7" shooting guard, very, very, very strong offensively, but he has a 68 3-point shot. Now, if you combine Bernard King with the last guy I'm gonna mention in this video at the 2 and 3 guard, you'll be unstoppable on fast breaks, right? He has 85 ball control. Only thing is he can't shoot threes, but if you put Shoe and Coach on him, he's gonna have a 74 3, which is very hittable. You add badges to that, you'll fix the card, right? This is a card you're gonna have to fix and adjust a little bit, but you put the right upgrades, he gonna ball out. He's gonna ball out, right? And he can both guard the interior and perimeter. Back to what I was saying about shooting guards being able to have inside defensive game. Has 89 speed, 81 speed of ball, 89 excel, 94 vertical, 88 lateral quickness, 92 hustle, both great. And he gets Hall of Fame contact dunk packages, while also having Hall of Fame contact finisher. He gets a post game as, so he gets gold drop stepper. He gets like weird badges, but definitely gonna be great for fast breaks. Then Nate Thurmond, he's going to be great at playing center again, similar to Willis Reed, except just the next step, right? The next step to getting to that next level, because he's gonna have 73 lateral quickness. So now Willis Reed, he didn't have that lateral quickness, so Nate Thurmond, you're not really gonna have to user him as much. You kind of just let him be, let him do him, and you can just guard like the weakest defender on your team. Willis Reed, he's gonna be great for you, but you're gonna have to user him a lot to make sure that he doesn't do lateral quickness and get stuck in quicksand. So you gotta make sure you can just sprint on pick and roll D with him, right? On and off. Badges, he gets Hoff Rim, Hoff Intimidator, basically the same thing as Willis Reed, except he has gold clamps now as well. So yeah, it's enough said. And then the last guy, this is the guy I was talking about running at the 2 and 3 with Bernard King, which is Marquise Johnson. Basically just exactly what Bernard King is, except a lot better. 98 driving dunk, 86 ball control, has, but he doesn't have interior defense, right? So remember how Bernard King has 72 interior, he has 66. 82 defensive rebound, great speed stats, great lateral quickness. You go to the badges. This is definitely a guy that if you invest badges into, he only has 13 badges, but they're great badges. Like, they're some of the best badges in the game. Obviously, for a teardropper, that's debatable, always. But yeah, I mean, he's a great finisher. Basically a great fast break and D guy, but also having a 3-point shot as well. Definitely a team you can run a 5 out that's very cut based. Abuse those mismatches, and just go from there. And that's going to conclude the video for today, man. I hope I was able to kind of go over the best reward cards in the game and keep in mind while you're marinating and waiting to see what the best micro builds are in the game. I'll be uploading on a daily basis. And as always, y'all, good day. Adios. And good night. Peace. All love. All positivity. And I'll see you guys in the next one.